Hey, Scentsy fans, it's Sarah from Scentsy with Sarah Lynn on Facebook. I almost have just as many YouTube followers as I do Facebook followers, so I might have to reconsider that whole, hey, remember me from Facebook, because apparently YouTube is where it's at. Facebook is kind of boring anyways. Anyhow, today is a super overcast day here in Allegan County. It looks bright from this window, but it's not. It's just kind of blah, miserable. But any day is a good day for a road trip out here. I remember I moved here in the summer, and like after the first 2 months, I started to really get nervous. I'm like, oh, why did I move out here? There's nothing out here. It's so boring out here. I'm in the middle of nowhere. Like my house, if it ever caught fire, it would burn straight to the ground, knock on wood, before even a volunteer firefighter would be called. Like I am in the middle of nowhere. So I started to sweat it a little bit, and then my very first year of living in Allegan County, as soon as fall hit and the leaves started to turn, and oh, it's so beautiful. It's so nice out here. And then I'm like, yeah, I can dig this. I definitely belong out here. So yeah, it's been 2 years and I don't ever want to leave again. So yeah, we are going for a road trip today. One of my fellow Scentsy consultants, I don't even know where she found them, but she found me some of my favorite retired scents. Apple s'mores, you know I gotta have it. So I won't tell you how far I'm driving to get them, but I'm on it. Other than that, I wanted to bring you a quick scent scores video. I'll try and keep it quick on Quiet Grove. I have a lot to talk about with this one. If you're new to my channel, or if you haven't seen any of my previous episodes of Scent Scores, definitely go back and check it out. Just a quick recap of what my little experiment is. I am warming every fragrance out of the 2017 Fall and Winter catalog. Not only am I going to read you the scent notes, I'm going to give you my personal opinion, sometimes a little backstory on the ingredients in the blend, as well as how well it performs. And I'm doing this in this room, so approximately 600 square feet, really high ceilings, 2 levels, like it's a pretty big area-ish, with the exact same 25-watt warmer, which is newish, including the bulb, so the results will be the same. And again, your results may vary because your room is a different size, a different shape, a different temperature, humidity, different warmer. But I thought this is a pretty decent size room, and 25-watt warmer, a lot of people have those. So give or take, but this is just a little in-depth review of each scent, and then you can decide whether or not you want to purchase. So, Quiet Grove. When I first saw this at family reunion in June or July, I can't remember when it was, they do a live broadcast over the internet. That way consultants at home can watch and join in on all the excitement. So on these huge teleprompters, they're flashing like all of the new products and the new fragrances. And they just do the fragrances by title, and everyone's going crazy. But usually I'm horrible with Scentsy titles of their bars. You know, I'll see a title and I'm like, oh, that's boring. Oh, that sounds gross. I don't like that. And time again, Scentsy always surprises me, and it's not boring, and I love it, and it turns out to be a beautiful blend. So I shouldn't judge by the titles at all, but when I saw Quiet Grove flash across the screen, for some reason, I'm like, that's it. That's it. That's going to be my 2017 favorite out of the fall and winter releases. Then, a couple days or 48 hours later, they came out with the scent notes, and it was destiny, because the scent notes for Quiet Grove say a soft spell of bergamot, jasmine, and sandalwood, which are some of my all-time favorite Scentsy scents. People either love or hate bergamot in home fragrance for some reason. I am a huge fan. It has a very distinct citrus fragrance to it. It's not like grapefruit. It's not like orange. I don't know which citrus, but it's a citrus scent. Not like the actual fruit, maybe like the rind or the peel. And I think bergamot makes sense complex because not only is there a citrus fragrance in it, there's also this spicy, very distinct floral note. So the bergamot makes this a cool, on the cool, refreshing, clean category, I'd think. But then they mix in that jasmine, and the jasmine is so feminine and romantic mixed with that spicy floral in the bergamot, makes this a killer unisex fragrance. And it's just super sexy and romantic. And then I find the sandalwood brings some warmth to this fragrance. I always find sandalwood kind of mellows things out or blends certain scents very well. Sandalwood is a powdery, woody scent. This just, it's to die for. It's absolutely to die for. This would be perfect in any room. Like, this would make a great bathroom bar, bedroom bar for sure. Oh, it's deadly. If you are like one of those people who like the really refreshing, like ocean seaside scents as well, try this one out. You might really like this. It's gorgeous. So for sure on the fragrance, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. And then on the performance, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. The best way I can describe this is if you like the performance on Bonfire Beach, you will like this too. It reminds me of Bonfire Beach, not in the fragrance, just on the performance end. So it's not typically what I'd reach for because you know me, I like my home fragrance to be like a punch in the face as soon as I walk in the door. I want to be able to smell it. I want it loud, you know? This is not that. This is very light. It's delicate like Bonfire Beach. Bonfire Beach isn't strong either. It's definitely apparent in the room, and Bonfire Beach is a deadly fragrance as well, but it's light, just like Bonfire Beach. When I first tossed this in the warmer, it took about 30 to 40 minutes before I could smell it. And I'm discovering the longer that I do these scent notes and I cover more fragrances, I find that if they're going to be lighter, softer scents, they usually take a lot longer for that fragrance to rise and be really apparent in the room. Despite the fact that this is a light scent, I was pleasantly surprised by the throw on this little sucker. Like, for the first 18 hours that I had this in the warmer, 18 hours, it was getting a 12 to 14 foot throw. Like, that's incredible for light scents. And I was very hesitant, and I kept trying it and enjoying it, as you can see. But this one was weird. Like, just when I thought the scent was gone, I would again get little traces of it. So after the 18-hour mark, the scent throw on it was about 12 to 14 feet. Closer to 20 hours, the scent throw was much, much considerably smaller, like 4 to 5 feet away from the warmer at the 20-hour mark. And by the 24th hour, I thought it was gone. And then I had left the room, started busying myself elsewhere in the house, and came back, and I could still smell the fragrance. Even though I had thought it was already gone. Like, I thought, yeah, I could probably, because I keep little notes, I could probably mark it off now that it's gone. This is like, you know, after 24 hours, it kind of disappeared, and then it was like, just kidding, I'm coming back for another 6 hours. That is crazy. And don't get me wrong, like, After the 24-hour mark, it was definitely very, very, very light, but still a beautiful fragrance in the room. Very, very light, but it was still there. It wasn't dead. And when I mark something off as dead or say it's done, I have to like stand right over top of the warmer to be able to smell it. And usually at that point, even though Scentsy bars are warming, I find some of the fragrances almost smell burnt. Once the fragrance oil is done, that wax just sits there and cooks, and it doesn't smell very nice after a while. If you leave it on after the fragrance oil is gone, it's, ugh. So yeah, one little cube of Quiet Grove, I got 30 hours out of. So I'm going to give this a 7 out of 10 on performance. One little cube is 30 hours. That's a whole lot of home fragrance in here, people. The only reason I gave it a 7 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10 is because I personally wish this was stronger. Because I like my home fragrances crazy, like pow in your face. That's not it. But, you know, not everyone likes their home fragrance so strong it's nauseating. So I think Quiet Grove is an absolute amazing scent for everyone to get and try. Honestly, I love this, and I still stand by my original guess right from the get-go that this is going to be one of my favorites. Out of the new releases anyways. Absolutely one of my favorites. You have to get it. It's so, so good. So, if you like this episode of Scent Scores, be sure to check out my other ones, as well as give it a thumbs up, subscribe, hit the bell. I'm also not doing this in any, I don't know, particular order. So if there is a scent that you've been considering buying, but you want a little bit more details, comment down below and let me know, and then I will do a Scent Score episode to cover it for you and let you know how it performs and hopefully help you out make a decision on your purchase. Yeah, that's it. Once again, thanks for watching. Bye.